Happy Monday. Today is July 15th of 2019, and this is a private Bitcoin cryptocurrency index update for my subscribers. This week is a very important week for the cryptocurrencies. This week, on or about this Wednesday, July 17th into Thursday, July 18th, Bitcoin and Litecoin are expected to make their final cycle summer lows, and then we expect them to reverse up sharply no later than this Thursday, most likely Friday, July 19th. So beginning as early as this Friday into Saturday, July 20th, expect Bitcoin and Litecoin and the cryptocurrencies to sharply reverse up and begin to explode vertical in price off of these lows. So this week, specifically into this Wednesday, the 17th, expect price weakness for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and the cryptocurrencies. Let's start by looking at yesterday's update, July 14th, and then get to live charts for Bitcoin and Litecoin. Now, if you recall our updates from last week, I discussed what is called a life-run cycle pattern, and we rarely in nature will ever see these patterns, but Litecoin just completed a life-run cycle pattern last week relative to the price of Bitcoin. Now, this is important because the cycle pattern is specific, not to the dollar, but to Bitcoin. And what that clearly indicates is that Litecoin, moving into the future, beginning on or about this Thursday, Friday, Litecoin will begin to outperform Bitcoin and will continue to outperform Bitcoin the remainder of this year and into next year. So these current low prices on Litecoin relative to Bitcoin are going to sizably increase, and Litecoin is going to increase in price relative to Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin goes up, Litecoin is going to be going up much stronger, or in other words, outperforming Bitcoin into year end and next year. Personally, my portfolio is heavily weighted into Litecoin because Bitcoin will do amazing and Litecoin will outperform Bitcoin. And all the upwards price movement is expected to begin this Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. So this will end up being a very important week to add any and all final positions. Now, the current cycle pattern provided in yesterday's update, July 14th, we were looking at this candlestick was a weak or a red candlestick down for the cryptocurrencies and Litecoin, and that is exactly what happened yesterday. If you look at the candlesticks that are forming today, July 15th, Bitcoin and Litecoin have gently moved up off their lows of this morning. In other words, by day's end, don't be surprised if Litecoin and Bitcoin create green candlesticks, as expected per the cycle. However, we do expect a reversal tomorrow, the 16th of July, for the coins to fall back down. So don't be surprised if Bitcoin comes down to our target tomorrow of around maybe $10,000 or a little lower, and Litecoin should come down to probably around maybe $83 in the next 48 to 72 hours. Next, let's look at the live charts for Bitcoin and Litecoin. Here we go. And here's Bitcoin's live chart dated today, July 15th. As I speak, Bitcoin's trading at $10,600. Intraday or on the low today, it made a low at $9,855. You'll notice that Bitcoin dropped and perfectly bounced off the 55 EMA line and also the 50 simple moving average line. So these two lines here, the blue dotted and the orange line, are serving as support for Bitcoin. So don't be surprised that as Bitcoin turns back down tomorrow, it'll find support here at the 55 and the 50 lines here, which are currently at $9,800, $9,900 range. So this is where we should see support into Wednesday, Thursday. Now, Bitcoin could pop deeper and push through maybe to $9,500, and should it do that, or $9,300? If it does that, these are excellent entry points. So anything under the 55 line, if it does push down, is an excellent entry point. But anything even in the just under 10,000 range here into July 18th is considered an excellent entry point, as this will complete the final low for Bitcoin, and then we get price reversal back up on or about the 19th into the 20th. After the 20th, expect this line here to break sometimes over the weekend or into next week, and then as this channel breaks, we're going to get a price explosion vertical, just as we saw happen here on or about the 17th of June. So in summary, Bitcoin is expected to drop back down into possibly this Thursday, July 18th, for a final cycle low. And the most important thing to remember with relation to cycles is price is less important. So watch the price, but know that that is secondary, because after the 19th, the price is going to reverse and start to go up. Just know that this 18th time point is a very important time point to add positions, because the 19th and the 20th, Bitcoin is expected to reverse back up no later than the 20th. Once the channel here is broken, I do expect Bitcoin to move up into about the August 10th or 11th. Minimum price target is back up around possibly $20,000, and it could go higher if it breaks the channel. So Bitcoin is expected to have a strong vertical move into possibly $20,000, making new all-time highs in August, and that is possible. It doesn't have to, but what we're going to watch, again, just like we were watching here July 18th, we're going to watch time, not price. And as Bitcoin moves closer to this date, we'll have a better idea of what target ends up being hit on or about the 10th, 11th of August. So at this point in time, just know that this $9,800 zone, the 55 EMA, the 50 simple moving average, these lines here will serve as support going into Thursday, July 18th. So we are looking for a reversal back down tomorrow, the 16th of July, and then a push deeper for the next 2 days, possibly into the 17th or 18th of July for a final low. And again, the 55 EMA, the 50 simple moving average, is expected to be an excellent buy zone for Bitcoin. Next, let's look over to Litecoin. And Litecoin, like Bitcoin, is having an up candlestick today. So Litecoin did break down the 600-day moving average yesterday. Today made a cycle low at around $84. I do expect Litecoin to reverse back down tomorrow and then make its final low here on or about the 17th this Wednesday. When Litecoin comes down into the $83 range, could be 84, could be 85, it could touch 80. Regardless, anything in this zone here around $83 will be an excellent entry point. And once July 17th ends, by the 18th into the 19th, we should expect Litecoin to reverse back up with Bitcoin sharply and quickly get back up over $120, and it shouldn't take too long for it to do that. In closing with Litecoin, this Wednesday, July 17th, is expected to be a very important time point and a very important entry point, for what follows is a very powerful move for Litecoin that will continue into August 11th approximately for a cycle high. Once the cycle high completes in August, Litecoin and Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies are expected to reverse back down again into the end of August and then have a very powerful September. We have a very excellent entry point coming in here, but I do not expect these lows to ever be seen again, especially for Litecoin. So once Litecoin takes off, it will come back down in late August, making a higher low, which means it will definitely not be anywhere in the $80 range in August. So this is a very important time point to be adding and increasing one's Litecoin position. So at this point in time, I do wish everybody a truly fantastic week. I will be watching very closely. As of this moment in time, the cycle charts are playing out beautifully, and I do expect Bitcoin and Litecoin to pull back this week, beginning tomorrow into Wednesday, Thursday latest. And I do expect Litecoin to turn up potentially one day early ahead of Bitcoin. So therefore, I personally will be making my final heavy Litecoin purchases on Wednesday the 17th, and then I will be making some final purchases for Bitcoin on the 18th, but that's it. From that point on, I let the coins run up into August, and I do believe what happens between the 20th and August 11th is there's going to be some very powerful price explosion that causes these coins to have a very powerful move vertical, possibly one of the most powerful moves that we've ever seen with the cryptocurrencies. So we'll see what happens, but regardless, if you position yourself here this week, then we wait and watch what happens in August. But I do believe we're supposed to have a very epic move here for Bitcoin and specifically the alternate coins going into August. So have a beautiful day. May God bless you and your family, and I do hope you are having a wonderful summer. Thank you. Be well.